Hello everyone, this is Rifa and welcome to my Christmas spread series part 3. So in the previous two videos I have shown you how I created my Christmas spread with some little elements in a very white background. So in this part I am going to paint a Christmas tree in a blue landscape or a blue background. So the blue color indicates winter season, so I just thought of adding that. So first I just wet my paper where I wanted the blue background, and then I slowly added the light wash of cobalt blue. So in these steps I am not waiting for my previous layer to dry because I want that loose watercolor effect on the background. So I'm adding the layer over the layer. So I'm gradually making the color more dark or pigmented. So I'm adding a little bit more concentrated wash one above the other, and I am leaving some space towards the tree. So around the tree it is going to be very light and very few dark color in the edges or towards the end of the paper. So in this step I have added a little bit of Prussian blue to the cobalt blue to get that vibrant dark color of blue. So again, for the materials I'm dropping them in the description, you can check them out. So I'm using my Factor Notes sketchbook again because I just wanted to fill this sketchbook. I haven't filled a sketchbook for many months, so I just love how a filled sketchbook flip through would look like. So I just wanted to see how my sketchbook would look if it is completely filled, and I think I have reached about the half part of this sketchbook. A very long way to go. So then I added the lights. So again I'm doing this in watercolor, so I thought of adding the light first and then detail the tree. So I've added some yellow, red and blue lights, and then I did the green details, the leaf of my Christmas tree. So I started with a medium green color and I completely filled the entire tree space, but I left some space for the patches of the snow. So yeah, to indicate that season I am adding some patches of snow on my tree. So I just left some white space of the paper to indicate that patches, and for the leaves I have added the line details. I just used my detailing brush and added very irregular lines here and there so that it would look like a perfect pine tree leaves. So I won't be adding much details on the tree. I won't be concentrating on the layering that much. I'll be adding just 2 layers, but I make sure my leaves look good. So I just wanted that sharp leaves on the tree. And also for the snow I'll be just adding few shadows and that's it. So I just wanted my painting to be very minimal or simple, but it would look much detailed when it is complete. And leaving this white space is the trickiest thing in watercolors, but once you practice it you will get that magnificent outcome. And I have also added some water at the bottom and reactivated the paint because it would look very odd if I draw a very perfect tree in a very loose background. So I just wanted the end of the tree to be a bit more loose blending kind, and I also added a light at the top of the tree. It looks like a fire coming out of the tree, but I like it. And then I added the shadows of the leaves. I've added a little bit of black to the previous green color and made it more concentrated and added some details. So I used the same line technique for the leaves again, and then I just used a very wet brush to blend that color into my lights so it won't look odd and not so perfectly edged. And then I went for the snow, and for the snow I just added some shadows as I have already mentioned. So for the shadows, as usual, I just used a very light wash of cobalt blue color, and I have also defined the end or the edge of that patches of snow. So don't worry if you haven't left enough patches of snow as white space, you can do it in the end. Next I just added some sprinkles of snow in the background. So for that I used white watercolor, and I've taken a very concentrated opaque white watercolor wash and added some sprinkles. You can just sprinkle them using a brush, or you can paint as I do, because I like to do these details like this sometimes. And I'm adding some little snow on the trees also, because I don't think these patches are enough to define the snow on my tree. So I just added some snow in the blank spaces so that it won't look odd, because we haven't detailed the tree that much. And then I added some lights, some small lights using white and yellow, and also added some red and blue lights also, very small sprinkles of lights. And then I also added some highlights at the center of the larger lights by mixing some white into those colors. And at the end I also added pure white color, and this is how it looks. Very simple and easy Christmas tree in snow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Wait for more Christmas series. Thank you for watching.